Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. My name is Nick Santiago. Today is September 5th, 2014. Let's jump right into the charts. There's a lot going on. The job number was just announced by the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Non-farm payroll report came in. Pretty dismal number if you ask me, but the market may like it. The market looks like it came in at 142,000 jobs in the month of August. Unemployment came in at 6.1%. So I'm not sure exactly how this should be interpreted, but if you ask me, the market jumped up on the news probably thinking that Janet Yellen will do more quantitative easing, but this is a horrific number. Just think about all the money that's being printed, not by the Federal Reserve, but by every central bank around the world. It just goes to show you that the stuff is just not working. And all in all, this is a pretty good pop. Markets were down a lot lower, but a bad job number is now turning the futures higher. Now, the reason why I think this is a dismal number and I think this is going to hurt the markets overall is simply because the dollar yen, which is the carry trade of the world, is moving lower. If the dollar yen falls, that is a big negative out there. It may not affect the markets today, but it will affect them going forward. So again, once that carry trade is disrupted, there's no liquidity to buy the stock market up. So that's how it works, and we'll see how it all plays out. Right now, futures are down 3.5 points. They're starting to pull back a little bit off the highs, but 142,000 jobs, that is not a good number by any stretch. And all in all, the only bullish case you can make is that people believe that the Federal Reserve will not end their tapering come October. So that's all you can make out of it. We'll see how the market finishes today. Generally on Fridays, the market is a flat to slightly positive trading day. I guess that's what we could probably look at, but if you ask me, this is a terrible job number. There's no weather to blame here. There's nothing to really blame. We'll see what comes out, but 142,000 jobs, just a terrible number, even though the futures are moving higher. All right, there are a lot of stocks out here today. I'm going to start off with Gap Stores. GPS, major retailer. Stock closed yesterday at, I believe, $46.59. It's now trading at $43.85. So that's a pretty sharp decline. Looks like they reported a 2% drop in same-store sales for August. So again, that's really what the news is. Now, I'm going to have levels for this, but they're going to be posted up in the chat room at 9 o'clock in the morning. So we will look to play Gap today. So again, we're going to have this posted up at 9 o'clock in the morning, the levels to play Gap Stores. Next one we're going to look at is Loco Pollo. This company just reported their first earnings report since being a publicly traded company. The stock closed yesterday at $34.79. It is now trading at $36.10. When I look at this stock, it probably has some upside to 39 ultimately. I'm not sure if it gets up there, but if it gets to around 39 and a quarter, that's where the stock should stall out. It's still a new issue. This is still a difficult stock to pinpoint levels for, but give it the slight upside bias if the market holds up. Again, it could trade as high as 39 and a quarter. That would be major resistance for me. If the stock sells off, 26 is the only level I could find that looks good. But nonetheless, it is a new issue, so it's a very difficult stock to really pinpoint levels on. But the only level I do see right now, resistance around 39 and a quarter. I don't even know if it would get up there, but that's what I would look for. Let's take a look at Zoomies. ZUMZ. Again, this stock is trading at $30.50. It closed yesterday at $32.40. I'm showing some support right now on this one around $28.40, maybe even $28 even number. Right in that $28.40 to $28 area, there should be fairly good support intraday. So watch that level if it does get down there. You can see yesterday the stock really plunged down to 26 bucks and then rebounded. I don't know if we're going to see something like that again, but I do think we could see a move back down towards 28.40. So be careful with this one, but that's a level where you could probably look for a bounce. This is a light volume equity, comes with higher risk. Remember, it doesn't really trade 1 million shares a day. Rarely does it ever trade 1 million shares a day. In fact, on average, it trades about 275,000 shares a day. So less stocks with lighter volume, they can always overshoot, and that's I think what you saw here. They're like rubber bands that get pulled and stretched and then released. So again, they can overshoot. Let's take a look at Kors. Michael Kors, K-O-R-S, the retailer here, the fashion designer. Michael Kors right now, the stock is trading at 76.25. This stock has really fallen from grace. It topped out in February 2014 at around, believe it or not, $101 a share. Now it's trading at around 76, so it's taking quite a haircut. The only level I could find for this stock, believe it or not, is much, much lower. I don't think it's going to get there today, but I'm now in the camp that this stock can trade down to around $61 ultimately. I don't think we're going to see that today. This is a new issue. The stock just came public really at the start of 2012, so it's only been around a couple of years. But right now, the way I look at this one, any close really below 76 is very, very problematic. So we'll see if the stock can still hold that $76 level. I'm not so confident that it can, but you could see here that they're supporting it. The institutions are supporting it right now. So again, a close below there would be very, very bearish. There's really no play on it whatsoever for me today. Let's take a look at this TUMI. TUMI stock is getting hit today. This is another equity that's a pretty light volume name, rarely trades even 300,000 shares a day, let alone a million. Right now, when I look at this one, this stock wants to come down towards that $20 and I'm going to say $20.50 level, 2060, maybe 2070, right in that vicinity. That's where you could probably look for a short-term bounce. Again, it's a light volume stock, so these things can overshoot sometimes, but that is a level that I am coming up with right now, around 2060, 2070, 2055, right in that vicinity. Hard to pinpoint it to the penny, though. Let's take a look at Quicksilver, ZQK. And what you're going to see here is this stock is getting hit today, closed at $2.83, now trading at $2.35. That's a huge haircut. The stock does have a double bottom around the 209 level, but again, I don't love this equity. Be careful. It probably holds $2 if it does get down there, just short term, but again, this is not a sign of strength. And I got to be honest, it's not a sign of strength for the retailers. Now, some news just came across my wire. It looks like it says that Dollar General, Family Dollar and Dollar General were in a merger type deal. It looks like Family Dollar rejects Dollar General's buyout proposal. So again, let's take a look at Family Dollar. FDO is the ticker symbol. Stock got hit initially. It's trading right around $79.75. Again, they're probably looking for more money. Let's take a look at the company that was going to acquire it, which is DG, Dollar General. And you can see here stock is rebounding up a little bit after an initial flush. So these two stocks could be in play today. The levels aren't very good at the moment, so we're going to have to hold off on giving you any precise levels till this news gets sorted out a little bit, and we'll see where it goes. But these stocks can be in play today, so if you want to make a buck, keep an eye on the dollar stores. There is definitely some money to be made there. Looking at the futures again, futures have rebounded quite nicely. They're positive now by 50 cents, so futures have come off the lows and rebounded on that terrible Dismal job number. So you could just see what a distorted market it is, because bad news is good news and good news is bad news, because it's all about the central banks pumping money into the system. All right, let's take a look at the gold market today. Gold is up $2.10 to around $12.69 per contract, $12.6850. Let's go to the GLD. Gold has been hit hard recently, but if the dollar yen starts to decline, that's going to be a positive for gold. Now I'm looking at the GLD right here. You're going to see this trading at around 121.90. It closed basically at 121.48, so it's gotten a little bit of a bid. We'll see where this one goes. Remember, if dollar yen goes lower, gold should go higher. Let's take a look at the oil market. Light sweet crude is basically flat today, trading up just by 5 cents to $94.51 a barrel. Let's take a look at the USO, which is a good way to trade light sweet crude. You're going to see this is trading at $35.22. It closed at $35.30. Again, no play there. The only level I really like for the USO intraday would be $33.85, $33.87, right in that vicinity. That's still quite a distance down. I don't think we'll see that today, but hey, you never know. All in all, these markets are reacting to the job number today. We'll see where they settle out, but the futures have really had a big pop on the dismal job number. Just to repeat that, 142,000 new jobs created in the month of August. I don't know what the pundits or what the critics are going to say here. The spin doctors are going to come out and say, I really have no idea what they're going to say about that number. Maybe they'll say it's good. Maybe they'll say it's steady. I'm not sure. It's a terrible number either way you slice it or dice it. But the market seemed to like it. I don't think they're going to like it once the opening bell rings, but they do like it ahead of the opening bell so far today. With that said, everybody, I want to wish you all a great trading day, and we will see you on the charts.